Meantime, Prime Minister Philip Davis addressing attendees of the 77th General Assembly at the United Nations meeting in New York over the weekend. Now the nation's leader making a major statement regarding the European Union blacklisting the Bahamas. He called the move unfair.
Why is it that European states that operate frameworks akin to that of blacklisted countries are not being even eligible for the inclusion on these lists? Why are all the countries targeted, all of them, small and vulnerable, and former colonies of European states? We find it astounding that the $2 to $3 trillion, which is estimated to be laundered each year through the developed countries, are never flagged as causes for concern. And yet my country, which is widely recognized as one of the best regulated countries in the world, and other countries like the Bahamas, are singled out for such reputational attacks. The robust regulatory regimes of our Central Bank, Securities Commission, and Insurance Commission are chastised on minor details of technical process, while much bigger transgressions in the developed world are ignored. The evidence is mounting that the considerations behind these decisions have less to do with compliance and more to do with the darker issues of prejudged discriminatory perceptions. Let me submit, black-governed countries also matter.
And the Prime Minister continues to push the message of climate change, urging larger countries to be accountable and lend financial assistance to small island developing states like the Bahamas who feel the impacts of climate change.
I have frequently spoken, as have so many others, about the need for action in terms of climate justice and fairness. Why should small island nations like mine, we who have contributed so little to the climate crisis, experience the biggest burdens and risk of a climate-changing world? The argument might be straightforward, but it has not been effective. For a long time, decision makers in both the public and private sectors believed that climate action must come at the expense of economic growth. But now, many are beginning to understand that climate inaction is the most expensive option of all. Taking action is not just in the interests of those of us who are particularly vulnerable, it is in the interest of every country. And it is this enlightened self-interest that should motivate action.